Hello there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have this position. It is white to play and win. So this pawn is going forward in this direction, just far from the promotion, and black's king is not in a good position. Just put these two things in mind and go ahead, watch the video and guess the move. Best of luck. Okay, welcome back. So in this position, the thing you need to know before you start solving the puzzle is two bishop, one with one pawn against a rook is actually winning for white. So if this is a normal position, which the pieces are just placed normally, white can win this because the two bishop can cooperate and black can't sacrifice the rook for the pawn, because we would have two bishops and two bishops can deliver checkmate. So that is the logic, and we can't lose the pawn for free, right? That is the thing, and we can't lose either of these bishops. That is the puzzle, the thing in this position. So obviously the first move is not to push the pawn. Why? So black has so many things in this position. Black can play this move, and this is going to be just stalemate, right? Black can't move, and if we just ignore the sacrifice, black would just capture this, and eventually black would have a chance to sacrifice the rook against the pawn. It doesn't matter, we are going to make this game a draw. So that is the problem. Pushing the pawn is not an option. So what else can we do? We can't move this bishop because we would lose this piece. Like I said, if we just lose one of our piece or the pawn for free, it would be just a draw for us, right? We can't make any progress with only a bishop and a pawn, because black would have a rook, and the rook would simply sacrifice itself for the pawn. That could end in with one bishop. So that is not obviously a win. So we have to move this bishop. So where do we move this bishop? Obviously these two moves are not valid, and the other move is to play c4, bishop to c4, but this leads to a pin, and on the next move black would just capture the bishop, and again this pawn wouldn't get a chance to be promoted, because all black has to do is get to the 8th rank and wait until this pawn moves to the 8th rank, and black has only to sacrifice the rook, right? So that is easy for black to get a draw, right? For that reason, bishop to c4 is not the correct move. Bishop to c5, bishop to d5 look solid. We are going to get into it. Bishop to f7, obviously not the correct move. This is also not the correct move. This doesn't make any progress, right? So let's see bishop to d5. This move looks solid, and it attacks the rook. The rook has to move somewhere, and it defends the pawn. This must be the move, you might say, but this is not the correct move, because black will just play rook to c7, and when the king moves to the d file, it doesn't matter. Because of this, the king is forced to the d file, and this is once again a draw. We can't do anything to just save the bishop. So the curse or the problem about these two bishop pair is they cannot defend each other, right? One bishop is individually control the light square, which the other bishop, the dark square, cannot touch, so they cannot defend each other. So moving here, bishop to d5 is not the correct move. The correct move is actually to move the bishop to e6. But what does this accomplish? Well, moving the bishop to d5 accomplish as moving the bishop to e5, e6 accomplished as much as d5, but not with the same thing, right? Now the bishop is centralized and there is no same problem, right? Previously we don't have this problem, but now there is no that problem is not available. There is no that kinds of traits, so we can make a move like this. But for black, this is not the best move. Actually, black would play the best possible moves that can make the most outcome. And now black can play a brilliant move, rook to b3, sacrificing the rook, attacking the bishop, and attacking the pawn. This is a very brilliant move. It does not make black get a draw, but still it's a brilliant. So guys, in this position black would have a lot of moves with the rook, but all of them leads to an easy win for white, except this move. So here in this position there is only one move again. So guys, if you'd like to pause again, you can just pause the video and guess the move. Okay, we'll come back again. So in this position, obviously we can't capture the rook, it would be just stalemate, right? So we have to move the bishop, right? If we just push our pawn, black would just capture the bishop, and it doesn't matter, we can push, but black would just get to the 8th rank, and it doesn't matter. Black can even play like this, and black can wait, and when the pawn passes, black can sacrifice the rook. So that is the idea. So here in this position, pushing is not the correct move. Actually, the correct move is to play bishop to d6. So what is the idea? What makes bishop to d6 the only move? So the other moves don't work. This is obviously going to be captured. So does this move, and this move leads to rook to c3, winning the bishop, right? Forking and winning the bishop. And the other move is this, but this puts the bishop in the edge, right? Close to the edge, and that is not efficient in chess. As you know, as most of you know, you have to make your pieces as close as to the center so that they can control more squares. So that is the idea, and bishop to d6 puts the bishop in an ideal position. So what is going on now? If black captures this, notice black king is not in a good position, and this is simply checkmate, right? So that is our idea, and on the next move we are going to push the pawn, right? So this is the solution? No, this is not the solution. Black has also another trick, rook to b1 check. And now when we move the king somewhere like this, black would just play rook to f1. So black's rook is attacking our pawn. So what do we do? So this one is kind of easy. We can just push the pawn, and now black can get like this, but we can push and protect our bishop, and with the help of the king this pawn would be a queen. And if black managed to sacrifice the rook against the pawn, we do have two bishops can deliver checkmate easily. So this is the solution of the puzzle. If you found all of these details, if you found all of these brilliant moves, I want to appreciate and congratulate you guys. Make sure to subscribe the channel to see me again. For a recap purpose, what we are going to do is play bishop to e6. This puts the bishop in an ideal position, and also it prevents black from capturing our bishops. So black may play rook to b3, sacrificing the rook and attacking both of our pieces. Now in this position we are going to play bishop to d6, threatening checkmate on e5. So now the rook in this position can't capture this, otherwise this would be bishop to e6, e5 would be checkmate. So black would just play rook to b1, check, and black gets behind the pawn. We push under the protection of the bishop, and now we are going to win the game. So this is it for today. Thank you for watching up to this point. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.